Today, we're gonna review the RitKeep PMAX 5600 home gym Smith machine. I put this machine through 3 workouts. I hit every muscle group. We tested the Smith machine, we tested the cables, and we're gonna see how it performs under heavy weight. All right, let's get started. This step in the instructions should be 3 separate steps. Here is my suggestion to make your build easier. Start by putting on all the pegs. Next, notice that the steel rods have a screw at one end. Go ahead and secure this to the base piece. Then slide on all the pieces in their correct orientation. Next, secure the right rod to the frame, but leave the left rod unbolted. Now you can slide the Smith bar into place on the right side. Then, because the left side is not secured, you can move it into the correct position to get the Smith bar onto the linear bearings and get everything lined up correctly. Then you can go ahead and secure the left side to the frame. Other than figuring out this step, the PMAX 5600 is super easy to build. I was able to build the entire thing by myself with no difficulties whatsoever. Let's talk about what they got right on this. The left and the right base beams that run parallel to each other to support the whole unit, they're extra wide, which means it's super stable. Like you can push on this side to side, and this thing is solid. I felt safe training heavy. The Smith bar has the best knurling that I have seen on any of these all-in-one Smith machines that I've tried. A lot of them, the knurling just looks like an afterthought and it's not very deep, like you can barely feel the knurling. This knurling is legit. The Smith bar sleeves are threaded. There's like little grooves all the way along. So if you run your finger along the sleeve, it's like zzz. So having that threaded sleeve prevents dents and it just feels good when you slide a weight on it. It looks cool. I like the weight stack covers. I like all the logo cutouts. When I come out into my garage and look at it, I'm like, dude, that looks cool. The stainless steel front uprights look good. It has a powder coat finish. It's much nicer than just regular paint. And when you look at it close up, the finish looks really cool. The cable system is a 2-to-1 ratio, so it has a long travel distance, which is what I like. I want a 2-to-1 ratio. It's got 2 separate independent weight trolleys. So this cable pulls this stack, that cable pulls that stack, so you can have 2 people training at the same time. You can superset. Having the Smith bar all the way to the front of the rack, it gives you more space when you're using the Smith bar inside the rack. I like having built-in weight stacks. It's a nice luxury to not have to load plates onto weight horns whenever you want to lift. It helps you when you want to do drop sets. It's just super convenient having the weight stacks. The pulley sliders are rounded, so whatever angle you're pulling the cable out, it comes out smoothly. You can pull it along that curve without it getting like wedged in there. It has barbell storage and it has a lot of plate storage. The PMAX 5600 is also a full power rack that lets you train with free weights in addition to the Smith machine. It comes with safety bars, J hooks, dip bars, lat pull down bar, tricep rope, D handles, straight bar for curls, the T-bar row handle. So you have everything you need to train to failure on free weights as well as the Smith bar. The thing I love about a Smith machine is you have the safety stops if you fail, but you can also rack the weight at any of the pegs throughout your movement. This is the only way I would attempt a bench press PR alone in my garage with 405 pounds. Can you go heavy on the Smith machine on the RitKeep? You can bench press 405 for 9 reps. You know what that means? If you can get 10 reps, it's time to go for 5 plates now. Good job, RitKeep. I'm getting stronger. Because the Smith bar is all the way to the front of the rack, there is more space in the rack for your bench, which means I can do incline presses without needing to turn the bench around. It includes bar storage. It has these hooks for you to store your accessories. So if you need to fit this into a small space, they give you everything you need to keep the footprint small. Each weight stack has 12 plates. The plates weigh 12.5 pounds each for a total of 160 pounds per stack. Having the weight stacks makes drop sets so nice. You can change the weight and be back on the rope in just a few seconds. This is a cool design how they have the laser cutout numbers on the front uprights that show through the little window on the pulley sliders. The chin-up bar is rock solid, supports up to 500 pounds, and features multiple grip positions for versatile training. Let's listen to the sound of these linear bearing Smith machine here. Each weight stack on the left and the right are separate. So you could have two people training on here, one person on the left, one person on the right. And it's also perfect for supersets. Sometimes I like to finish my arm day with push downs and curls. I can have this one set up at the top, do my push downs heavy, and immediately jump over here with this set up at the bottom and do my curls. PMAX 5600. Let's get this superset. Come on. 1, 2, 3. Woo. I do a lot of my free bar work off of these safety bars. I do my curls. I do bent over rows off of here. These safety bars on this PMAX 5600, they're a little shorter than some of the ones I've used, which it makes them feel really stable. You feel like you can have this weight out here. You know, it's solid. They're not going anywhere. They're definitely safe to support the weight that they say they support. All right, here's our warm-up set, baby. Come on, boom. Now let's talk about things that they can improve. The weight stacks don't have extra weight holders if you want to add additional weight. So the weight stacks are 160 pounds on each side, but with the cable system being a 2-to-1 ratio, that means that your maximum weight on one pulley side is 80 pounds. I need extra weight holders on those stacks that I can throw a couple 45-pound plates so that I can do my low rows and my lat pull downs. Now, I was able to reach failure using these weight stacks, but I was closer to 20 reps. With regard to the weight stacks, when I went to put the pin in the bottom hole, it's a little bit out of line. All the pins were perfect except the bottom one. You end up having to put it a little bit lower than the weight plate, and it just goes all the way in under the stack. It works, it just doesn't work perfectly how it's designed. As I'm positioning myself under the Smith bar to squat, it was just too much play in the bar compared to what I'm used to in like a commercial gym. They need to tighten that up. The pulley sliders, when I tightened them up, it made them too tight so that I couldn't slide them with one hand. When I loosened them just to the right amount so I could slide them with one hand, they have a little bit of play from left to right, like you can jiggle them on the beam. I like how the weight stacks are big, but they are plastic covered cement weights. And I definitely prefer steel. If you're going to give me plastic covered cement weight plates, I need a bigger discount on the price. But I did get a sick workout. I was able to go to failure on every exercise. I benched 405 for 9. All right, RitKeep. Sorry I had to nitpick you on that one. You got a lot of things right. You got a few things wrong, but it's definitely better than the wall rack I used to have. It's definitely better than free weights and a bench press. So having the all-in-one, having the cables, having the weight stacks, it's got a lot of stuff going in the right direction. It's got the right design. So definitely a lot of potential with the PMAX 5600. That's all I got. More cool stuff to come. Keep grinding.